what we're doing is examining the shade. See, if who you are is light, it's like all these different bulbs in here are all shining from the same current. One bulb is burned out, one is pointed in a different direction, some are brighter, some are dimmer, they're in different spots in the room, but it's the same current. But if you identify yourself as the bulb, then you're stuck in a spot. And then the bulb, in our case, has shades. The shade is the fixation. The fixation is the veiling of the light. Light still shines through, but it shines through the pattern of fixation. So there's like, a different shade pattern for each fixation. It's the same light shining. But because we identify as the shade, as the individual, as the singular object, that's who I am. And the information we take in, the light we take in from the outside, also filtered through the fixation. So that the gentleman so beautifully talked about his wife speaking, and he's not hearing it. That's the information filtered through the fixation, so that actually he's in a different zone, having a different dream, having no relationship to what's actually going on in front of him. That's the shade. Others of us will, different fixations, could take that same conversation from the same woman and have a totally different experience with it. Some of us will feel sorry for her, or we might feel we want to take care of her, or we might feel angry that she's saying that again, or we might feel a whole range based on the same sound patterns, because it's filtered through our different shades. And so to give up the identification with the shade is to give up the identification with the story of your life. That's the shade. It's not that it's bad or wrong, but as long as it's identified as who I am, that's what the light has to shine through. When the identification is gone, it's still there, but now the light shines through as a teaching story instead of suffering. Now instead of it's poor me, or what about me, or look at me, or hey, there's a purity that shines, the same light. But now it's not as veiled. And so we're just seeing the different veilings we've put on the light. Each fixation is either an imitation of essence or an avoidance of essence. So the essence of the whole thing that we all start with is being, pure, immortal being. That's our true nature.